Still not working yet. We've got microphone at last. Wondered what had happened to it. But we are connected at last. Like I was saying just a moment ago, I don't know if anybody heard, but the channel has just pushed past 200 subscribers. We do appreciate everybody who's become a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It is free and it just helps my channel grow on YouTube. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff. Sanchez is in goal for Chelsea. Then it's James, Achiampong, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandes, Neto, Pedro, Garnacho and Gui. That's a formidable team for Chelsea there. Sunderland are going to have to play well to get anything out of this game. But they've got Rofs in goal, Mukil, Ballard, Gertrude, Ronaldo, Hume, Traore, Sadiki, Xhaka, Lafitte and Isidore is the starting lineup for Sunderland. Chelsea will go up to second if they win this game. Sunderland will go up to third above Bournemouth. Only temporary. There are other games going on and we will keep an eye on those. But what a start for Sunderland. Hats off to them. They've been superb. But this is a true test of Sunderland's quality now. And we're looking forward to see how it goes. We're not far off a kick-off now. The two teams just getting in the huddle there. Chelsea in their all blue with a bit of white trim on them. I'm just looking at white socks for Chelsea. Just looking at the Sunderland kit, I would imagine they would be in their normal kit. There's no clash with the Chelsea kit. You wouldn't imagine the only other game to be kicking off at 3 o'clock this afternoon is the Newcastle-Fulham game. So we'll keep an eye on that. And Manchester United-Brighton is 5:30 and then Brentford and Liverpool at 8 o'clock. We'll keep an eye on those as and when we can, but we'll concentrate on this game for now. Anybody got any thoughts to the score? Get your prediction in now. Sunderland are in the red and white stripes with black trim, taking the knee. Sunderland will kick off this game, kicking from left to right as we look. And away we go. Ball's into the midfield now. Cucurella knocks one over and a good start for Cucurella. It was Traore that he knocked over there. Traore not happy about it. He ended up going into the advertising hoardings on the side. Free kick was given. Looks like Jack is going to take this. He plays it down the line to Isidore, gets it back. Traore puts a cross in with his left foot to the back. Puts a free header there as well. And it was Ballard who, it was a bit of a poor header in the end there. He had a chance to steady himself. He was under no pressure and he headed it down and comfortably into the hands of Sanchez. It's a great chance there for Sunderland at the start of this game. Sunderland are still high in the Chelsea half. There's Ballard now being forced back. There's Gui who's forced him back, but it's spread out to the left. Gertrude back on the halfway line. Played inside left position, the ball into the middle. Isidore, it's hit with his left foot, but it's well blocked. Achipong there. That ball's spread out to the right-hand side there by Sanchez, but Garnacho couldn't get to it. And then the ball is laid out to Traore on the right-hand side, and he's offside. Great start by Sunderland. After only 2 minutes, they've had a great chance, and another shot blocked. Inside left position, Isidore made a good run, and it was well blocked by Achipong. Ball's back in possession of Chelsea. Chalobah. Fernandes is given the ball by Chalobah. He plays it to Sanchez. He spreads out to the left-hand side now. Achipong goes out to the right from Fernandez. Pedro Neto tries to put a chip over the top, but it hits a Sunderland player in the chest, and then it was like Ballard's fouled as he comes in for the challenge, and the free kick's given to Sunderland. Free kick still not being taken yet, so you're not missing anything at the moment. I'm just showing that chance there as the ball bounces all the way through to Sanchez. He's under no pressure. He's going to walk it slowly forward to the edge of his penalty area. Isidore tries to put a bit of pressure on him, but he's rolled the ball underarm out, gets it back again, and then goes long. Ronaldo lives out to the left-hand side. Garnacho now has got a chance of a left-footed shot, and he hits it through the goalkeeper's legs, and Chelsea are a goal ahead, and it's Garnacho who's put them ahead as well. Hit it at the goalkeeper at the near post. He went down on his knees, did the goalkeeper, and as he did so, the ball went under his body and into the net. Hit on the break. And Garnacho has been superb since he left Manchester United. It's a new lease of life for him. And it was on the break that Chelsea hit him. First contact was won by Sunderland on the halfway line, but it's picked up quickly. It goes to the left-hand side to Garnacho. He turns to take his full-back on and hits it underneath the goalkeeper. It's a quick step over, just gets him a yard there. Hits it under Mukiel, under the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper may be a bit disappointed with that, but it is what it is. Sunderland are coming back to her inside the penalty. Siddiqui laid out to the left-hand side. Xhaka plays a low ball in that's cleared away by Chalobah, and it goes out for a throw just short of the halfway line for Sunderland. Just short of the halfway line. Coming forward, spread out to the right-hand side. It's Mukiel who's been forced backwards, and he almost sold his goalkeeper short. Gia was working hard on Ballard there to get that ball that was short, and he almost made it, but Sunderland managed to get out of that. Just Xhaka has the ball. Still inside. Hume. Out to the left-hand side. Reynaldo, whatever you like to call him. A bit tight down that left-hand side, and the ball goes out for a throw to Chelsea, taking it quickly. Caicedo has the ball now. Cucurella's wide, and Cucurella gets the ball. He lays it back. Achipong. St James's Park. Newcastle have gone ahead, have they? No, cleared off the line. Back to the live play. Garnacho now. Goes back to Achipong. Spread out to the right-hand side by James, who's high. Pedro Neto played, but there was almost in there. Cucurella was on the 6-yard box and was challenged and had to have been as well. So he would have had a side foot into the back of the net, and Chelsea created another second. It's a great ball there, flashing across that 6-yard box. Luckily, Ruffs was able to dive on the loose ball, and Sunderland come away with it again. Xhaka's coming forward, but he showed too much of it to Caicedo, and Caicedo's challengers took the ball away from him. This comes to Cucurella, and he goes all the way back to Sanchez. Just took it a step too far, did Xhaka there. Lost control of it. But as a poor ball out has been picked up by Gertrude, and Sunderland have the ball deep. Isidore is brought down just outside the penalty area on the left-hand side. Referee gives the foul. Dangerous position here. Chance for Sunderland to put some pressure on Sanchez and maybe get themselves back into this. It's loose play by Chelsea. It's Hume is stood over it. I can't see who's next to him. Lafay as well. Hume steps off to the left-hand side and then he leaves it to Lafay, so he's going to take it. It's a great chance, this. Sanchez has only got a 3-man wall. He's covering the rest of the goal. Big gap to his left for Sanchez. But 22, 23 yards out, it's going to have to be an accurate shot. But in it comes now, Lafay. And he got it over the wall and it got some dip on it, but it just over the bar. It was only half a yard over the bar. It was a good effort by Lafay. He got some dip on that. Newcastle again on the attack from there, and it's another post struck. It's the opposite post this time, so second time that Newcastle have come close, but it still stays at 0-0. Regular updates there. The ball is spread out to Acheampong on this left-hand side. He gives it to Garnacho. He comes inside and lays it back inside. Back to Acheampong. He's going to go all the way across to the far side to Chalobah. And then out to Reece James. Run inside by Caicedo, creates the space for Chalobah, and it comes across to Acheampong. Cucurella wants it, and Cucurella gets it, and immediately plays it straight back. Across to James. Run back Cucurella. It's headed on, and it comes to Garnacho. It's off the defender. Garnacho onto his right foot, plays it to the edge of the box. Caicedo plays it back. Acheampong, who's playing deep. Chalobah goes out to the right-hand side. Neto, Pedro Neto, he has to go back to James. Chalobah, Acheampong, played inside. It's Caicedo now, bit of space to turn and look for a pass. He goes out wide to Neto again. Bit of pressure here from Chelsea. Neto coming inside, lays it back to James. James goes back to Chalobah and across to Acheampong again. It spread wide to Garnacho. He's got a chance to attack his fullback again. Into the box he goes. On his left foot, gets a cross in, but it's Hume gets his foot in this time, blocks the cross, and it's a corner to Chelsea. Good start to this game so far, only approaching 12 minutes, but it's been end-to-end so far. Chelsea with a corner on this left-hand side. It's going to be Reece James who's going to take it, right-footed in-swinger. And it comes down near post, flicked on. And Cucurella's got a chance of a shot now, and it's blocked. He just couldn't wrap his foot around it to the edge of the box. Caicedo can hit him. Took a deflection, and it's a corner. It dropped to the initial corner was headed out, and it dropped at the feet of Cucurella. His touch just took it away from him, so he had to. Still bouncing high in the air. It's going to drop to Garnacho. He has a shot with his right foot, which is his swinger, and he bobbles one into the side netting. Goal kick. Rolfs drives it long. Headed forward by Chalabar. Picked up on the left-hand side. Good defending by Reece James there. Took the ball off easy. Caicedo has it. Back to Achiampong. Cucurella's making a run forward. Garnacho plays a 1-2 with Achiampong. Gives him it back. Caicedo now plays one inside. It's Fernandez coming forward now. Gives it to James. Inside. It's Pedro. Turns and gets the ball out wide. Back to James. Just short of the halfway line. Achiampong on this near side. Chelsea left. Goes across to the right-hand side to James again. This time he crosses the halfway line, gets it across to the left-hand side. It's a good turn by Pedro Neto. Goes back for the 1-2, but it's behind him. Sunderland pick the ball up. But they're immediately under pressure. Chelsea are pressurising the ball whenever Sunderland get it, and they've got no space to build an attack. Ballard has it now. Comes across to the right to Mukiel. And eventually it comes out to Hume on this right-hand side. Fulham again with a chance at the Newcastle game. And that's been put wide by Fulham. So there's chances of plenty at St James's for both sides. Cucurella gets his foot in. Caicedo picks the loose ball up. Cucurella tries to play a ball inside, but Fernandez slips. And there's space now for Xhaka. Puts the ball out to the right-hand side. It's a great ball as well. It was Traore who got that ball across there, but there was no one attacking that 6-yard box, and Chelsea were able to come easily away with it. Caicedo now centre midfield. Cucurella going forward again. Cucurella gets the ball. Caicedo gets it back. Goes out to the left to Garnacho. He's got a chance to attack Hume again down this left-hand side. He decides to check back and go back. Caicedo goes across to the right. Reece James brings the ball in. Spreads it even further out to Neto on that right side. He's looking for a run down the line. He goes over. So Ronaldo is stronger than him though. Ball rolls out for a goal kick. Chelsea are pressing the ball high. Ruffs has to go long. It's headed back by Chalabar to Sanchez. And Chelsea can build patiently again. Achiampong gets it across to Chalabar. To Reece James. Inside to Caicedo. He tries to play a 1-2. Loses the ball, but it's picked up again by Chalabar. And Chelsea come away down this left-hand side now. Played down the line by Pedro. Garnacho run into the box by Cucurella, but it's the goalkeeper's as he comes out onto his 6-yard box and gathers it just before Cucurella can get his foot there. Just a bit over hit by Garnacho there. Rolf's looking to get Isidore into the ball, but he's beaten to it. Reece James is forced backwards. Chalabar gives it to Sanchez. Back to Chalabar, who's hanging out wide. Back to Sanchez on his 6-yard box. Spreads it to Achiampong. He comes inside centrally, making a bit of space for himself. Chalabar. Pedro Neto there. There's the ball inside. It's well played by Chelsea. A couple of 1-2s in midfield and they're away down the left. And that's João Pedro battling with Ballard there. And Ballard, well, there's just not who's. There's a foul here. I don't know if it's Ballard who was penalised. If he has been, he's unlucky there. He has penalised Ballard as well. It's not for the tackle. It was the initial challenge when the ball ran loose. When he got up, he held the player back. But it comes to nothing because the ball is chipped into the box over the head of every Chelsea player. And they're back at Newcastle again now. Newcastle are away into the box. And Jacob Murphy has put Newcastle in front. A shot across the goalkeeper that goes in off the post, and Newcastle are a goal ahead against Fulham. Chelsea have the ball on the far side there. Both games 1-0 to the home side. Coming forward, ball chipped into the box. Cucurella, and his touch is poor there. He was almost on the penalty spot. He tried to bring it down on his chest, stomach area, and the ball just ran away from him. It was a great chance again. It was a good run in between the two defenders, and he wasn't seen. If he could have controlled that better, he'd have been in on goal. Free kick to Sunderland on the left-hand side of their own penalty area. Ronaldo looks like he's having a hard time. He's been worked hard in that defensive position. The free kick's been left to Rolfs. It goes long, high into the air. Isidore under pressure. Wins the header this time. It's headed away by James. Headed forward by Gertrude. Acrobatic there. Ball out to the right-hand side. Isidore goes down under the challenge of Cucurella, but there's no foul. But it is a throw to Sunderland. Well, if Sunderland have got a long throw specialist, this is the perfect position for it now. The Mucky Eel is capable of doing that because I haven't seen Sunderland this season live. But everybody's backing off from this, so it looks like it's going to be almost like a corner. A lot of pushing going on. Referee just blows the whistle and has a couple of words with players who are pushing. The throw comes in now to the near post. It's headed away. And Traore has hit the ball. It's bouncing around in the 6-yard box. And Isidore has turned it in to the back of the net. And Sunderland have equalised. It was a bit of a scrappy goal, but they all count. And Sunderland are level. And the problem for Chelsea there was that they couldn't deal with that long throw. In it comes, it's headed away. It's Isidore as the original. Isidore turned it in. It was actually Traore who had a left-footed shot. It wasn't the best of shots. It went through the legs of Pedro, bounced in front of Isidore, and with his right foot, the outside of his right foot, he just hooks it past Sanchez from about 2 yards out. And it was thoroughly deserved. They have played well in this game, Sunderland. They went behind early in this game, but it didn't faze them at all, and they kept going at Chelsea. And they've got plenty of quality in the team of Sunderland. Back underway anyway. Then James plays it inside. Pedro is flattened, but Siddiqui comes away with the ball and there's no foul given. The thier chips it into the box, but it's an easy catch on his 6-yard line for Sanchez. Chelsea have had 63% possession so far, but both teams have had 5 attempts at goal, and Garnacho gets the ball just on the left-hand side. Can't control it. It's poor by Garnacho, and it goes out for a throw to Sunderland. Hume's going to take this. Gives it back to Mucky Eel. He goes back to Ballard. Ballard goes back to Ruffs. Played into Gertruda. He gets it out to the left-hand side, and they can attack down that left-hand side again, can Sunderland. Hume was wandering around in the middle there, and he should have been given the ball and wasn't. It's down the line for nobody. Chalabar's there. He's under pressure from Isidore, but it's down the line. Bounces high. Gooey can't keep the ball in, even though he got his head to it, and it goes out for a throw to Sunderland that they take quickly. Ballard has it now. Comes out to the right-hand side. He's looking for Mucky to go down the line. Under pressure from Cucurella, and Cucurella's flattened by Mucky. It didn't look the greatest of challenges, but to Cucurella's credit, he shakes hands with Mucky and he's not making a song and dance of it like he may have done before. The foul is given. And Mucky as soon as he chopped Cucurella down, knew exactly what he'd done and apologised immediately. But it's Cucurella who's penalised for the first foul before he was hacked down. Ball's underway against Sunderland, coming forward down the left-hand side, but Caicedo's got his foot in and robbed them of the ball. Then his pass inside was poor. Mucky retrieved it. It goes all the way back to Ruffs. Left-footed, he chips one down the left-hand side. That's going to go out, is it? It has gone out. It's a poor one by the goalkeeper. "25 minutes gone. Chelsea have the ball again. Fernandez gives it to Chalabar. James comes across to this left-hand side to Achiompong. Garnacho's wide if he wants him. Cucurella's forward as well. Goes back into Fernandez. He goes back to James on the right. Caicedo. Achiompong. Garnacho gets it now, but is immediately under pressure from Hume and has to go back to Achiompong, and then the pressure is put on by Traore. It's spread out down the right-hand side now. Neto, who's deep in his own half, gets it back to James, but they've been forced back of Chelsea. They've not made any space, but Caicedo's got a bit of space in midfield now. There's plenty of runners going forward. One of them is Neto. It's into João Pedro. His cross is deflected to the edge of the box. Garnacho and Traore are going to go for it, and Garnacho brings Traore down, and it's a foul. And a free kick to Sunderland. Garnacho's hit his shin there in that tackle. Traore just gets up and walks off. It's just a fraction offside was Neto there. Not missing anything yet. The free kick is about to be taken by Ruffs. Ball goes high. Isidore is the target, but he can't win that one. Gooey on the halfway line headed the ball down, but it's picked up by Sunderland, and they're coming away again on this left-hand side, the far side. Ball on the edge of the box. Given to Xhaka inside. Xhaka. Isidore hits one with his left foot. He claiming a corner. It hit the side netting. Goal kick's been given. He's not going to get the corner. Might have just been offside there anyway. By the back heel of his boot, that's all. Back at St James's. Sander Berger has a shot that's parried. And then Adama Traore hits one across the Newcastle goal and away for a goal kick. So it still remains 1-0 at St James. But it's a very open game. The ball's given all the way back to Rofs. He gets it out to the left-hand side straight away. A foul given there, is it? It is. Enzo Fernandez on Sadiki. Sadiki went down holding his Achilles there, and he's still down on his knees, just getting up now, trying to stretch that kick. There's limping on his left foot. Free kick is the result. It's just close to that left-hand touchline, but just inside the half. And Xhaka's free kick's a good one. Lafay cuts it back. It's cut out by Caicedo. And then it's a stupid foul given there. Isidore, when he had... Just looking at that again, it's a poor cutback in the end. He had plenty of Sunderland players to aim for and hit the first Chelsea player. Free kick's taken quickly. Caicedo gives it to Chalobah. He spreads it out to the right-hand side. Pedro Neto out there. He gives it to James. Acheompong. Cucurella is ahead of him. But he goes back to Reece James. Pedro Neto. Checking one way, Dendio leaves it. Fernandez. He tries to play a little ball inside, but it's cut out. Ball's inside. Isidore working hard for it. But the ball's played back to Sanchez. But Sunderland now pressing high. Acheompong. Acheompong had a ball fizzed at him, but he's got away from his marker. I think that was Reece James there on the far side. It's brought inside now. Pedro Neto. He was looking for Caicedo, but there's a foot in from a Sunderland player, and the ball goes all the way back into the Chelsea half. Frustrating. The crowds begin to sound a bit frustrated at this. Acheompong out to Garnacho. Seeing plenty of the ball early in that first half, Garnacho, but he's not been involved just lately since he scored that goal. Maybe that's the out ball that they need. Chalobah. Acheompong. Cucurella gets the ball, gives it back to Acheompong. In the centre circle, it's Chalobah. Reece James is just a few yards to his right. Gives it back to Chalobah, then Acheompong. It's going backwards and forth across the defence without actually going further forward. Fernandez plays the ball in the inside right position. It's cut back by Gui, but it's straight into Roofs, who dives easily to his right and makes a comfortable stop. Ball's played long. Comes to Chalobah. Chalobah gives it to James. He plays it into the middle to Caicedo. Caicedo looks for a ball down the line. João Pedro in the inside right position, but it's well defended by Sunderland. A sliding interception. Gertrude has given the ball away, and João Pedro in the box cut the ball back. He had two players to aim at, and he's put it wide. But there's a flag up in the end. It's poor by Gertrude. He went backwards. It was Pedro that was offside when that ball was toe-ended through to him, but that was poor from Gertrude. He could have put his team in a poor position to have conceded a goal there, but João Pedro didn't make the right decision. Brought down by Hume. Cucurella's in straight away, lumps the ball forward. Goui's chasing it with Ballard, but Ballard's strong and wins that one quite easily. Well played. Siddiqui gets the ball. It's waiting for advantage. There was the referee after the foul on Hume, but there wasn't, so he's brought the ball back, and it's going to be a free kick to Sunderland. Just Caicedo just a bit late there. Just reading Caicedo's mouth there, and he was saying, I didn't touch you. Well, quite obviously he did. Free kick goes long. Looking across to the far side, but it drops on Reece James's head. He heads it away, but Sunderland picked the loose ball up again. Lafay is robbed by Reece James. Comes to Caicedo in centre midfield. He's got a bit of space in front of him to spread it around, and he does do to Garnacho. He's got a chance to attack down that left-hand side again. He's got Traore in front of him. Puts a crossed box, but on the edge of the box, it's headed away. Caicedo wins the ball. Cucurella recycles it. Comes to Chalobah. Achiompong gives it to Cucurella, who's well forward again. Across to Reece James. Everybody in the half of Sunderland now. Achiompong. Garnacho. He goes back to Achiompong. Chalobah to Reece James. Back to Chalobah. Fernandez gives it to Neto. He comes inside, chips a ball into the box. It's a good one, but Ballard is going to beat Cucurella to those headers every time, and he does. He flicks it away. Cucurella's claiming that his shirt was pulled, but nothing's been given apart from the corner. Maybe see that again now from this replay, whether his shirt was being pulled or not. I can't see that. But it is a corner anyway. Chipped in by James. It's another poor one that doesn't beat the man at the near post, but James gets the headed ball out, puts across to the back post again. This time it's over the head of everybody. João Pedro's gone down in the box, holding his face. If there's anything there, VAR will have a look at that. Just looking at that one again, he gets a bit of a shove, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there at all. Just on the collarbone, he's just been given a little handoff, but that was by Gertrude, but there's nothing more than that. Maresca thinks there was. VAR has had a look at it and said nothing in that, and play will continue. 6.5, 7.5 minutes to half time. It's flown past. It's been a good game so far. Ball's headed forward. Picked up by Reece James. He lays it back to Chalobah. Chalobah comes across to Cucurella. Chalobah plays it again out to the right. Neto plays it back inside to James. It comes back to Chalobah. Achiompong can have it now. Fernandez has come across this left-hand side. Garnacho, he had a chance to attack Hume before Traore got back in. And Fernandez plays one into the box. It wasn't a cross or a shot or anything, but Ballard on the 6-yard line attacks that ball. The deflection off Ballard takes it over the bar. James is going to take this corner from the left-hand side, the right-footed in-swinger again. His last few haven't been good, so can he put some quality on this one? And it comes, it's again a near post one to the back post. Garnacho's there. His shot either hit the post or a player in front of him. But it was all alone there. He's recycled it out to Caicedo. His ball back in is headed away by Sunderland and they can come away. It's played out by Ronaldo. And a ball down the line by Lefebvre for Isidore, but it's picked off by Chalobah. He turns one way then the other and then gives it to Achiompong. He's got Cucurella. Ignores him and goes across to the right side where Reece James was running forward. He wasn't happy with the ball that stopped his momentum as it was slightly behind him. He spreads it out to the left looking for Garnacho, but it's too far in front of him and it just skips out for a goal kick. It's a poor crossfield ball, is that? Just see that corner again. This time it works. It's flicked on at near post. At the back post, he hit the goalkeeper actually. The goalkeeper made a good save from Garnacho there. We'll see that from a better angle now. Garnacho's he hit it well as well with the side of his foot. He got some pace into it and it hit Rolfs in his midriff, who had got across the goal to block that shot. It's well done. Chance at Newcastle, but Murphy's spurned that one and it remains 1-0. Free kick given there in the centre circle to Chelsea. 4 minutes to go till half-time. Caicedo has it. Achiompong. Chalobah to Achiompong. It's all a bit pedestrian paced at the moment. Garnacho has it now. He's got a chance to attack that byline. He's not going to. He's going to go back. Achiompong. He's let it run away from him and Sunderland are getting the tackles in there and they've won the ball and can come away now. Can they hit him on the break? They can. Down the right-hand side, Sadiki. Traore now on his left foot as a shot. You can see he was trying to curl it into the far corner, but they had no pace in it and Sanchez made a comfortable save. Caicedo comes away with the ball halfway line. It's Achiompong. Gives it back to Caicedo. Reece James. 3 minutes to go. Goes all the way out to Neto. He's going to take the man down the line. He gets round him. He's given a bit of a shove there, is he? No. Referees deemed that Ronaldo was shoulder to shoulder. But it's a poor ball out that has been recycled by James. Cucurella more central now. Gives it to Fernandez. Caicedo. Achiampong now. Out to Garnacho on his left-hand side. Comes inside on his right foot. Gets it across to Fernandez. Achiampong now. Just outside the box, but has to turn away from the box under pressure. Gives it back to Chalobah. Fernandez, who's dropping deep for the ball now, spreads out to Reece James on the right-hand side. Can he put a cross in? No, he goes back to Fernandez. Can Fernandez get a cross in? No, he goes back to Chalobah and then back to Achiampong. Chalobah out to James. Fernandez on the edge of the box. Thought about the cross. Left-footed, goes to Caicedo. He tees it up for Chalobah, who's going to have a shot. And it's a good shot. He struck it well. It was straight at the goalkeeper who palmed it over the bar. But from 20, 22 yards out, it was well struck. And going backwards and forwards across the pitch was Chelsea. Chalobah thought in the end, well, I'm having a shot. We ain't going anywhere. And it was a good one. He's got his team a corner just before half-time. Corner comes in, left-footed. Keeper comes in. He's dropped it as roughs, but his defence helps him out, clears it away. Caicedo chops it back in. Cucurella couldn't hold on to it. There's a foul on Garnacho, and the free kick's given. It's Hume who's penalised. Chelsea tried to take it quickly, but the referee's having none of it. I think he wants to have a word with Hume, probably. There's Xhaka who's having a word with him. Both captains been spoken to. Yeah, looking at the replay on that, Hume won the ball fair and square there. He got in front of Garnacho and won the ball. He did. So as we move into added time, Chelsea fortunate to get this free kick, but can they make some of it? Reece James stood over it, takes the ball short to Garnacho. He's going to put a right-footed cross into the back post, but it's over everybody, and it's a comfortable catch for Roughs. And it's 3 minutes of added time. Quick throw, but it's to nobody in particular, and Chelsea can recycle that ball. Caicedo's going to come away with it. Achiampong gives it to Cucurella. Garnacho down the left-hand side. Double teamed, so he has to go back to Achiampong. He goes across the pitch to James. James gets it out to Neto. Back to James. Back to Chalobah. Back to James. Back to Neto. Neto left-footed. Thinking about a cross, but still with the ball. It's back to James now. On the edge of the box is Neto again. This time he can get his cross in, but it's over everybody. And Roughs makes a nice, easy catch before it drops to Garnacho. Then his clearance is straight down the middle, but it's out of the reach of Isidore. It bounces a couple of times to Sanchez. Sanchez plays the ball out straight away. Caicedo has it now in the centre circle. Gives it to James. Fernandez now. He's been on both sides as Fernandez and not got anywhere so far. Still looking for something. Has to give it to James. James gives it to Neto on the far side. He's double teamed and has to cut back. This time the cross is coming in from Fernandez to the back post, headed away by Hume. Traore tries to go around Achiampong, but Achiampong has got the pace to match that. Well defended. Chelsea have the ball again. Caicedo. Caicedo's brought down. Free kick given. Taken quickly. Garnacho has the ball down the left-hand side. He's not looking to go down the line and take Hume on anymore now. He plays it back inside to Caicedo. Then Chalobah goes all the way to the far side to Neto. James puts a cross in, but it's a low one. It's easily defended. Gertrude lays it out to the left. Ronaldo chips it forward, but it's going to be picked up by Chalobah, and he's going to lay it all the way back to Sanchez. And the time is up now. And the referee thinks so because that's the half-time whistle. Quite a good game so far, very even. 1-1 I think is fair. Let me know what you think. You can get your comments in now if you want. When Chelsea took the lead early on, Garnacho after 4 minutes, I thought that Sunderland may be in for a difficult time, but no, not a bit of it. They've given as good as they've got. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to join in the chat, now is your chance. Just looking at the half-time scores. It still remains 1-0 at half-time to Fulham, to Newcastle against Fulham. We'll look at the scores from the Championship. May as well. While we're looking for your comments to come through, then we can concentrate on the comments. Coventry City continued their winning ways, beating Watford 3-1 in the early kickoff. Ipswich beat West Brom, so Ipswich getting back to winning ways. And Portsmouth lost at home to Stoke City, so those were the early kickoffs. In the 3 o'clock kickoffs, it's Blackburn Rovers 0, Southampton 1. That's approaching half-time. At half-time, it's Bristol City 1, Birmingham City 0. So Birmingham City not getting things all their own way. Derby County are beating Queen's Park Rangers 1-0 at half-time. And Hull City and Charlton Athletic are 0-0 at half-time. Middlesbrough, surprisingly, losing at home to Wrexham by a goal to 0. And Millwall are a goal to 0 ahead against Leicester. Leicester not having the best of things at the moment. Sheffield Wednesday are struggling side, are losing 2-0 at home to Oxford at half-time. All sorts of problems for Sheffield Wednesday at the moment, which is a shame to see. Swansea City 1, Norwich 1 at half-time. That's your scores as it is at the moment in the Championship. Time for you to get your comments in if you want to. We'll just take a quick look at the half-time stats and just see how it measures up. You would imagine that Chelsea are going to be quite well ahead in the match stats, but we'll have a look and see. So overall possession, as you would imagine, it's just over 70% in favour of Chelsea to Sunderland's 29.4. But surprisingly enough, the XG is 0.55 to Chelsea. It's 0.92 to Sunderland. So 8 shots to 7 in favour of Chelsea. So pretty even there. 4 on target for Chelsea and 3 on target for Sunderland. The possession tells everything, and the touches inside the opposition box favours Chelsea 15-8, and you would expect that. Goalkeeper saves, pretty even really. 2 to Chelsea and 3 to Sunderland. Fouls committed are pretty even at 8-6. Corners, again, 5 to Chelsea and 0 to Sunderland so far. Doesn't tell the whole game though, because they've had no corners. Let me say they haven't been in it because they have. And Sunderland have certainly worked harder because it's 51 kilometres covered by Chelsea and 53.5 to Sunderland. So they're doing the legwork. So that's a brief look at the tactics and the stats. How does it affect the table? I know it's only half time, but how does it affect the table, this? Well, if it stayed as it was, Chelsea would go up to 15 points and would move up to 3rd position. just above Bournemouth, who are probably playing tomorrow. Sunderland would be in 6th, level with Liverpool. It's a game in hand Liverpool would have, but almost challenging for European spots. I've been impressed with Sunderland. It's the first time I've seen them live, and they've done well. They really have done well. You can see why they've had such a good start. They are creative, they work hard, they're strong in defence. Ballard's had a good game so far. Isidore is a willing worker up front, and he's had a few shots himself, besides scoring the goal. While we are on the break, just to remind you, if you are a subscriber, thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, just hit that subscribe button. It just helps the channel grow. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't pay anything for it. It just helps my channel improve. Helps me to be able to continue producing content. Hit the like button as well. That helps. But if you want to join us for more live watch-alongs, hit the notification bell and you will be given news of future watch-alongs. And we do plenty of them every week, as often as we can. Hope you're enjoying it. If you are, hit that like button. Get your comments in if you want to comment about this game so far. It's been an interesting one. If you haven't got a comment, just give us a final score. 1-1 at half-time. Who's going to nick this? Could go either way. Chelsea haven't dominated this game by any means. They've had a lot of possession, but a lot of it's been backwards and forwards between the defence across the pitch from side to side. Excuse me while I rub my itchy eye. The TV coverage just going through the chances. Garnacho had a good chance that was well saved by Ruffs at the back post there. Chalabar's long drive that's pushed over the bar. If that hadn't have been straight at the keeper, he may have had a few problems to deal with there, but it was. And it remains 1-1. If you're a Chelsea fan or if you're a Sunderland fan, would you make any substitutions at half-time? I don't think you would do if you were a Sunderland fan. I mean, your team have done so well. And if there's one thing I notice about Sunderland is that they do not look like a team that's going to be problemed by relegation this season. They look a good side. I'd say one game I am looking for, and that's the Newcastle-Sunderland game when they get to play each other. There's no love lost there, but Newcastle are not going to get an easy walk against Sunderland. They're going to be competitive, and Newcastle will have to be aware of them. No comments in at the moment. No one wants to give us a final score. I think this could be a tight one, this. If I'm going to go put my head on the chopping block and give you I think it's going to be a 2-1 to Chelsea. The only reason I say that is because it's just home advantage. If it went the other way, I wouldn't be surprised at all. What is it, boy? Is there anybody there? Dog seeing things that are not there again. TV coverage just showing all the goals from the season so far. It's been a strange season. The only team that's really shown any consistency is probably Arsenal, which is borne out by the fact that they are top of the league and are a very difficult team to beat. Solid in defence. I'd say one game that will be worth watching tomorrow will be the Aston Villa Man City game. That will be a good game. Aston Villa just coming back to a bit of form, and Man City and Haaland in particular are on fire. I think, if anything, Chelsea are missing Cole Palmer. I don't know how far he is away from fitness, but they are missing his creativity and his goal scoring as well, Chelsea. Just looking on the TV at the masterclass from Cole Palmer there. I guess that was filmed a bit before his groin injury. Manchester United against Brighton later on. If you're watching that one live, I won't be. It'll be a challenge for Manchester United all that game. Brighton are in good form at the moment. Manchester United had a good win against Liverpool last weekend, but you just don't know whether they've got the consistency in the team. This will be a good test of them, though. The last 7 games against Brighton, Manchester United have lost 6 of them. And you wouldn't be surprised if Brighton got a result at Old Trafford later on this afternoon. But at the moment, we're concentrating on this game at Stamford Bridge. Get your comments in at the live chat if you want to let us know what you think about this game so far. Who's going to be the match winner? Give us a score prediction. I've said 2-1 to Chelsea. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. Give me your score prediction. We're not far off second half starting soon, so you haven't got long to get your predictions in before we get underway again. I'm just waiting for the teams to come out to get this second half underway. Chelsea just coming out now, so we're not far off a resumption. You have just got time to hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Really would appreciate your support. Hit the like button as well. It does help with the YouTube algorithm, and it just helps our channel get promoted more with YouTube, and just helps to progress the channel a bit further. We can keep producing this sort of content that you seem to enjoy. I enjoy doing it. Let's get this second half underway in a second or two. Doesn't look like there's been any substitutions. We're just waiting for Sunderland to come out now. Chelsea are on the pitch already. Maresco obviously knows Granit Xhaka because he just had a quick handshake with him. Eventually, Xhaka leads his team out. You're not missing anything at the moment. We're still waiting for the game to get underway. Sunderland just still filtering slowly out into position. Chelsea to kick off this second half, kicking from left to right. No substitutions at half time. And away we go. All the way back to Sanchez. And then right-footed, he drives it long, high into the air. Over Gay. Garnacho can't keep it in. It goes out for a throw on the far side to Sunderland. Long throw over the head of Cucurella. Isidore tries to bring it in. He can't control it. Cucurella heads it away. It's picked up by Sunderland again. Isidore lays the ball down the line. Inside to Isidore again, but Cucurella's there to win the ball back. Garnacho going back down the line towards his own goal. Wins the throw. Looks like Cucurella's going to take it. Goes all the way back to Sanchez. Sanchez gives it to Chalobah. Chalobah to Reece James. Enzo Fernandez wanted the ball down the right-hand side, didn't get it. It goes across the opposite side. Achiampong. Garnacho hugging the left touchline. Chance to attack Hume again. Comes inside his right foot, puts a cross into the back post. It's headed away, but not very far. The edge of the box. Another toe end gets it even further away. Lafay in midfield won the ball. He gives it back to Gertruda. Played into midfield now. That's a great ball. Hume gets the ball down to the right-hand side to Traore now. Onto his left foot, puts a cross in. It's a low one that's headed up high into the air. Chalobah heads it again, high into the air again. Didn't get any distance. Traore heads it back in. Isidore on his knee. Almost got a turn. Chalobah risked getting a kick in his head there to win that ball back in his box, and he did well to get it out to Garnacho, who's coming down the left-hand touchline now. Hume brings him down. Referee says no, free kick. Mukiele down the right-hand side. Gives it to Traore again. Got a chance to attack. Mukiele goes for the return ball. Crosses it back. Caicedo manages to get it away into touch. But it's a good start to this half by Sunderland. They've got a throw on that right-hand side. Mukiele is there. He's got the long throw. Where the equalising goal came from. There'll be trouble for Chelsea to deal with here. Pushing going on. The throw comes in long again. It's headed away by Chalobah. It's cleared it a long way down the far side, out into touch. The referee blows his whistle, wants the ball stopped for something or other. Mukiele with this throw this time won't be a long throw this time. He's too far out. Jaka. Sadiki under pressure goes all the way back to Rolfs. He goes down the left-hand side. Reece James wins the header. Fernandez. Chalobah. A sliding tackle. Ball back by Lafay. What a play that was. And then Chalobah brings Lafay down right next to the touchline. And the referee gives the free kick. Now Sunderland are attacking the end where all their supporters are gathered. And they're really getting a rousing round of applause for the work that they're putting in down there. So Chelsea have got to defend this free kick. Looks like it's going to be Lafay who's going to take it, is it? It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. And it comes to the back post, headed away by Pedro. But only at the expense of another corner on the opposite side. Will this be the first corner of the match for Sunderland? I think it probably is. Left-footed. Almost cleared at the near post. Cucurella, and then Garnacho helps it even further. It's bouncing on the halfway line. And I thought Sadiki was going to go for it, but he let it bounce, and Chelsea had a chance with Garnacho to attack a 2-on-2, but Garnacho couldn't keep the ball under control and maybe caught in two mans. The referee stops the play for a head injury. Looks like Fernandez has gone down, but he's getting up straight away, holding his temple, but the referee's asking him if he's okay. Enzo Fernandez just getting a bit of attention. He's had to go to the touchline, a bit of water. Play goes on while he gets his attention. Goes across to Gertruda, all the way to the far side. Ballard coming forward. Out to the right. Played inside. Traore under pressure from Cucurella. Being forced back. Ballard has it now. He comes to the Gertruda. This time he can come down the left-hand side into the Chelsea half. Plays it into Lafay. Gets the ball back. Almost under pressure from Fernandez, who just ran straight back on. Lafay brings Cucurella down though when he let the ball just run away from him. Chalobah has the ball now. Now Reece James. All the way across to Achiompong. He comes forward over the halfway line, plays the ball inside to Cucurella. But Sunderland are tenacious in midfield there, and they win the ball back. Mukiele. Ballard chips one into midfield, so it's like Reece James won that ball back. I thought it was Neto now, has it? Got a chance to attack Ronaldo. Still has the ball. Ronaldo then body checks him. Neto's gone down holding his face. I don't think there was any contact with his head. He was obstructed, but that's all. And he has got the free kick. Just looking at the replay again, there's There's nothing there. He's gone down like he's been shot in the face, and there was absolutely nothing. In fact, Ronaldo turns round and says to him, "Get up, there's nothing wrong with you." And it's sad to see this play acting from decent players. He's still rolling around on the pitch holding his face, and he wasn't hit in the face. Son quickly got up when Reece James has turned up to ready to take the free kick. Still holding his face, touching his face as if to say, "Is there any blood there? Is any blood? Any blood? No, you didn't get hit in the face. Get on with it." Was it going to be Reece James? It is Reece James. Near post, it was almost flicked on by Cucurella. He didn't get a touch to it though, and it's cleared out to the far side for a throw to Chelsea. It's another good cross there. Cucurella's almost there. If he'd got a touch to it. It's a great cross. James to Chalobah. Chiampong gives it back to Chalobah, and then Chalobah goes back to Robert Sanchez. Looking for an out ball. Back at Newcastle. And Fulham have equalised at Newcastle. Ball is back with Sanchez at the Chelsea game while they're showing replays of that Fulham equaliser. Ball goes into midfield. Probably Caicedo. No, it's not. It's Neto. He gets it out to Garnacho. Double teamed again. He has to turn back and go to Pedro. Pedro Neto. His crossing is cleared. Mukiele doing his defensive work. Substitutions warming up, getting stripped off for Chelsea. Estevao coming on. That'll be interesting to see. Garnacho now down that far left-hand side. Couple of step overs and has to turn back. Go to the edge of the box. Cross in. Headed away easily. Caicedo has to go all the way into his own half to retrieve that ball. Sunderland are happy for him to retrieve it there. They hold back in their own half before they put a challenge in. Ball goes into the box. Ballard gets a knee to it. Cucurella spreads it to the right. Garnacho with his right foot looks for a curler, but it's a poor one that's well over the bar. He started off well in this game, did Garnacho, but his quality has fell away, I think it would be safe to say. Substitutions. Garnacho has made his last contribution, and it wasn't the best one. And Estevao is coming on to take his place. Estevao getting a few last-minute instructions as Garnacho slowly walks off. I guess he's not happy about that and didn't even go to the manager. Estevao's on anyway, so we'll see just how good he is. Goal kick is taken long. It's headed away. Cucurella is in there. Coming away down that left-hand side, plays the ball inside to Gay. But his ball back is poor. Cucurella picks up the loose ball again, though, and spreads it wide to Chalobah. Chalobah's got Reece James on his outside and gives it to him, but gets it back. to James. James gives it to Estevao, his first touch. He gives it back to James. Long ball for Gui. He's been held by Ballard, but he still has the ball at his feet. It's well held up. Then he's fouled, is he? No. Goes down. Referee says nothing. Xhaka loses out to Caicedo, but gets the ball forward to Lafay. Then into the stride of Isidore. Can he make the ball there? No, he can't. It was a 50-50 that leaves both players on the floor. The referee takes a look back, lets play go on. Neto, Cucurella gets a ball into the edge of the box. There's Estevao, and his shot is blocked. Or should I say deflected by Gertrude when it looked destined to put it inside the right-hand post. And Estevao was already having an impact. Just seen that from behind the goal. Yeah, and hit Gertrude on his backside. Out for a corner on the left-hand side. It's going to be right-footed in-swinger from James, I would imagine again. Can't see over in that far side who it is. But in it comes, near post one. It's headed away at the near post, high in the air, brought down by Neto. James left-footed, cross to the back post this time. It's over everybody. Estevao has the ball though. He turns it back inside. João Pedro puts his cross in. Flicked away. Back in. James back again, puts his cross in. It's flicked, just touched away by Traore. Lafay is going to be kept in just by Gertrude, and then Estevao just toe ends it out for a throw. Sunderland ball. Just looking at that 50-50 challenge where both of them were sliding on the floor, boots and legs meeting each other, but they both got up and got on with it. Credit to them. Sunderland win the ball in the midfield. Ball into the middle. Isidore holds it up, tried to spread it out wide, but it's too far wide. The wide players for Sunderland are tucked inside. Back at Newcastle. Oh, it's a free header. Bruno Guimaraes at the near post heads the ball over when it looked easier to score. And it remains 1-1 at St James's. Fernandez now. Just on the halfway line, plays it inside to Chalobah. Given back to Fernandez. Plays the ball down the inside, right, looking for the run, but it's intercepted. High in the air, it goes out for a throw to Chelsea on this near side, the right-hand side. It goes back to Chalobah, across to Achiampong. He's under pressure and he's almost lost it. He's just managed to get a toe in and get it back to Chalobah when two Sunderland players were bearing down on him. Estevao now. Back to James. 62 minutes gone. Halfway through this second half, still 1-1. Anybody's game as Caicedo comes forward now. Gives it to Reece James. He's got Estevao in front of him and he gives it to him. Got a chance to attack the byline now. Comes back on his left foot. Just going across the front of the box. Chalobah. Not sure where to go. It looks one way or the other and then gives it to Reece James. Inside to Estevao. Back to Fernandez. More central this time. Spreads out to the left. I think that may be Neto. Cucurella. Fernandez gets out to Estevao. James, not Estevao, James. Goes inside his man. Space for a cross to the back post. It's well punched away by Ruffs. Where Cucurella came flying in. He's maybe got an injury there. He's thumping the floor, so that usually tells me that there's nothing wrong with him. But he's down in the 6-yard box. The referee's having none of it. And the ball will go out. And now he'll be able to get some attention. It was well played by Rolfs. Got a good punch to that to punch the ball away. Cucurella came flying in at the back post. I don't know whether he's collided with anybody. Looked a bit of an awkward landing, but when he's laid on the floor, punching the floor like that, you've got to say that there's probably nothing wrong with him. So you're not missing anything while Cucurella is given treatment in the 6-yard box of Sunderland. So your chance to hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Hit the like button as well if you can. Just helps the channel grow, which is what we're trying to do. Cucurella is sat up now. Maybe a substitution for Sunderland and... I thought that's Achiampong getting a drink of water. I thought he was on there, but it's not a substitution. Is that Traore going off? So Traore goes off, and Chauby comes on. Cucurella's up and walking around now, as I expected, getting a round of applause from the crowd. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with him. I didn't think there probably was. So it's a throw on this near side. Reinaldo, whatever you call him, is taking that one. Headed down by Estevao. Well played in tight spaces by Sadiki there. But it goes out for a throw to Chelsea, taken quickly by James. Chalobah to Achiampong. Over to the far side. Referee's waving Cucurella back on now, so Chelsea back to 11. And I think that Chelsea are playing this too slow. They've got to move the ball quicker. They've got to get players closer to the ball. And Ronaldo's gone down. Estevao didn't look like he touched him at all. He's conned the linesman into giving a free kick. And this is poor, this. There's too much play acting all of a sudden. Ronaldo threw himself to the floor, and the only one who thought it was a free kick in the whole ground was the liner. Free kick taken. Nudge in the back from... No, it's an offside from that long ball. Ball goes back. Achiampong across to Cucurella. He plays the long ball down the line looking for the run of Neto. He's going to get it as well. He plays it back to Cucurella, who's got up in support. Caicedo plays the ball into the box. Enzo Fernandez with a sad-footed volley. He just couldn't get enough power into it, and it just loops nicely into the arms of Rolf. It's a difficult one. Meanwhile, it's a foul up the other end. Lafay is penalised. Free kick taken quickly. Chelsea beginning to get some urgency into the game now. Cucurella. They've got to step the pace up now of Chelsea. Passing it backwards and forwards across the back line is getting them nowhere. Reece James is coming forward now. Fernandez goes back to James, then back to Fernandez. Estevao didn't get through to him, but the rebound favoured Fernandez, and he comes away with it again before giving it to Chalobah, then out to Achiampong. Neto. No space in front of him. tries to come inside, making a run inside, looking for the run of Gay, but it's cut out easily. It's well played down that right hand side by Sunderland. Good play. Xhaka. Caicedo breaks that move down though. Wins the ball back, gives it to Fernandes. But Sunderland trying to play football. They're not just looking to defend. It's a poor ball, is that, to Chalobah. Lafay goes in and he was entitled to. He's going to get a yellow card for this, but the ball ran away from Chalobah and it was a 50-50 challenge. I think he's unfortunate there, Lafay. Chalobah went over his leg. It didn't get hit or anything, but the ball was there to be won for Lafay, and he's unfortunate to get a yellow card, but he has. Coming up to the 70th minute. Still locked at 1-1. The ball goes out to the left-hand side, played back to Acheampong, played inside. James looks it forward, looking for Cucurella, brings it down on his chest. Can he get a cross back in? Mukiele got a block in on Cucurella and it's gone out for a corner. James steps the corner quickly. Back to James. Neto to Caicedo, back to Neto. Left-footed, is he going to cross it this time? No, he goes all the way back to Estevar. Goes back across to James. Fernandes opens up for him. He tries to open himself up on his right foot to curl one into the far side, but it's too straight. It's straight at Ruffs and he makes a comfortable save low down. As you can see, he was trying to open his body up to be able to get some curl on it, but he's just hit it straight at the keeper. Tackles are flying in now. It's getting tasty out there. Reece James coming forward slowly. Goes square to Caicedo. Caicedo goes all the way out to Neto out there. Cuts back inside, right-footed, puts his cross in. It's flicked onto the back post. Estevao, he chips it back in. And Fernandes heads it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. There was no pace on that ball at all, and it was just hanging there in front of him. It's difficult to put pace and direction onto that, and he just headed it straight at the keeper. And Chelsea have the ball where they've had it a lot in this game, just on the halfway line, passing it backwards and forwards between defenders. Chalobah has it, gives it to Caicedo. Reece James chips one forward, looking for the run of Estevao. Headed away. He's badged the defender over as Estevao, and he's been penalised. Free kick just inside the box. Free kick taken by Ruffs, goes high. It's well played by Chalobah as he twists his body to be able to glance that header straight back to his goalkeeper Sanchez. He gives it out to Cucurella. Cucurella gives it to Acheampong. Back to Chalobah. Familiar stuff this from Chelsea, but it's slow and pedestrian and it's not making any progress forward. Chalobah has it back again. Back to Acheampong again. Pedro Neto inside the Sunderland half, gives it back to Acheampong. It's on the halfway line now. Reece James. Caicedo back to Chalobah in his own half. Comes out wide now to Fernandes. He plays it back inside. Gets a return from James. Coming forward. Goes across to Acheampong. Then to Neto. Neto back to Acheampong, and it's It's all too predictable from Chelsea at the moment. They've got to find a spark from somewhere. Chalobah gives it to James, who stood a couple of yards from him. There's a flick inside from Xhaka, comes away with it. It's a flick inside from the Chelsea player there, but it only fell out to Lafay. Xhaka now on his right foot. He was looking to get it on his left foot as he came into the box. Was Xhaka. He turned one way and the other, found it on his right foot, didn't fancy it, but had a bit of a shot at it. But about that time, the defender had been able to get back in and block the shot. Man down. Ronaldo again. More substitutions for Sunderland. Isidore goes off. Lafay goes off. And Broby and Rigg come on. Ruffs goes along with the free kick. Isidore goes up, but it's well over his head and bounces once and into touch for a throw. Referee stops the play while Chelsea make substitutions now. Guillou goes off. He hasn't had much to work with, hasn't Guillou, so far. Actually, Ompong goes off. He's had a good game. I'm surprised at that. Gittins and Tosin are the new players introduced. Inside the last 15. Is there going to be a winner? Sanchez drives the ball long from the back pass, headed away into the air. Estevao working hard in midfield, moved across, more central after those substitutions. Reece James in the centre circle is Caicedo, gives it to Reece James, drifting across to the right. Gives it to Fernandes. Fernandes looks for a run forward. Estevao plays it across and it's cleared away on the 6-yard box. Another player down in the box. Just couldn't find the pass. Fernandes goes across to Caicedo. Caicedo gives it to James. Back to Caicedo. Across to the left-hand side to Cucurella. Cucurella plays it back. Chipped into the box again. Heads go up. No. It's good defending. Ronaldo realised that there was no one coming in, so he let that bounce over the top of his head and go out for a goal kick. Poor clearance by the goalkeeper, goes straight out on the left-hand side, and Chelsea bring the ball back into play immediately. Still deep in their own half, though. They haven't really created anything in this second half whatsoever. Plenty of the ball like they had in the first half, but they're being pressed high by Xhaka. Is Caicedo. The ball's cleared high. Free kick given. João Pedro there. He just runs straight into Mukiele and then falls down on him as well. He would have felt that with Mukiele. That's why he stayed down. Not only was the challenge not good, but he landed on top of him as well. Free kick is over on the far side, just inside the Sunderland half. Jack is going to take it. Takes it down the far side. Cucurella plays it inside. Laid into Sanchez, who drives it away first time high into the air. Mukiele wins it. Isidore. Ball's poked away from him, and Chelsea can attack again down this right-hand side. A bit of a counter here. If they move the ball forward quickly. João Pedro in the 18-yard box close to the goal line. Looking for a cross. He gets onto the back post, but it's over the top of everybody, and that's going to run out at the far side for a goal kick. Lack of quality in the last third for Chelsea in this half has restricted their chances to very few. And although they've had 72% of the possession in this second half, they haven't created a great deal. And in the last 10 minutes, this game is up for grabs. Can Sunderland take it? Can Sunderland pinch the 3 points? If they do, you can't say that they haven't deserved it, because they've been resilient in this game. And I've been impressed with them. Ball goes long, headed back down. Picked off, spread out wide to the right. Ronaldo wins that. Neto trying to let it run across him. Waited too long and it was pinched off him. Talby puts a cross into the back post. Sanchez just gets a touch to that. And I think that might have come off Siddiqui at the back post after the touch from Sanchez. Took it just slightly away from him. Yeah, it just came off his back. Goal kick's taken quickly. But Sunderland win the ball back. Free kick to Xhaka. Headed up in by Ballard. He's looking for the winner there. Still high, bouncing around. Heads are up. Flicked one way, then the other. Sunderland still... There it comes. Sunderland on the edge of the box. There's a chance here for a shot by Gertrude. The ball's recycled to the halfway line. Siddiqui plays the ball back to the goalkeeper, Ruffs. Left-footed, he drives it long. It's a poor one, though. Caicedo there plays it forward. It's a poor one that João Pedro couldn't do anything with that. And Xhaka comes away with it. Hume has it now. Been really tightly marked by Cucurella. Ballard again. Ballard comes to the left to Ronaldo. Back to Ruffs. Drives it long. Isidore's up, wins the header, but it's out for a throw. The ball's right in the corner there. Couple of pushes between Sunderland Chelsea sides there, but the outcome is a goal kick to Chelsea. 83.5 minutes gone. More substitutions from Chelsea as the ball's played long by the goalkeeper. It's a free header for Mukiele. Esteval gets the ball down the left-hand side. Mukiele gets the challenge in, though it's a throw to Chelsea over on the far side. Looks like Pedro Neto has been withdrawn. Andre Santos comes on for him. Ball's thrown back in. Tosin has it now. It's given to James, and it's noticeable that Sunderland are defending deeper and deeper. They're only just on the edge of their 18-yard box now, and Chelsea are really squeezing up now. Down the left-hand side into Cucurella. Cucurella plays a cross in, but it's George who flicks it high into the air with his header, and it's an easy catch for Ruffs. He gets the ball out down the left-hand side. Played all the way back to Ronaldo, and he gives it back to Ruffs. Ruffs spreads it out to Ballard. Comes inside to Granit Xhaka. He goes out to the right. And Mukiele goes long looking for Isadora on that right-hand side. He brings the ball down, tries to flick the ball inside, but Cucurella picks the ball up. Inside to Caicedo. Caicedo can make a bit of distance forward. He tries to play a long ball down the line to George, was that? But it's easily cut out, and Sunderland come away down the right-hand side now. Hume's brought down by Cucurella, and the Cucurella is penalised for that. Into the last 5. Hume and Xhaka are over it. Xhaka's going to leave it to Hume. He's going to swing a right-footed free kick into this Chelsea box and let his big players. Reece James has just pushed Ballard over. Don't know what that was all about. He just turned around and pushed him over. Well, it should have been a free kick. If he pushed him over there for no apparent reason, it should have been a free kick. Right on the edge of the box would have been even better for Sunderland, but the referee just laughed it off. And it comes now. Headed towards the edge of the box. It's going to be picked away. Esteval can't win it. Talbia's coming away with it now. Xhaka still has the ball. Out for a throw to Sunderland. Last 3. Mukiele has got the long throw, and he's going to lob one into that near post for Sunderland. Caicedo and Ballard having a good push again. In comes the throw now. The referee's seen a push by a Sunderland player and has been penalised. A free kick to Chelsea. Late news from St James is that Newcastle have probably pinched that game. They've just scored 2-1 with just a couple of minutes to go. Isadora now is fouled by Sanchez, and he gets a yellow card for his troubles. Santos, sorry, gets a yellow card for his troubles. Again, there's not much in that. Xhaka's going to take this one. There's a high line by Chelsea there. It's floated in. Keeper's coming for it and makes a comfortable catch. on the edge of his box. Ball's rolled out quickly. It's played inside to Caicedo in the centre circle. Lays it off out to the left-hand side. Ball's crossed from the goal line. It's played into the Chelsea fans behind that goal by Mukiele, and it's going to be a corner for Chelsea. Into the last minute of normal time. Ball's played to Caicedo on the edge of the box. Gittins on his right foot. Fernandes lays it back to Caicedo. Reece James out to Estevao. On his left foot, goes back across. Caicedo, crowd urging him to shoot, but he didn't. Out to the left-hand side, corner of the 18-yard box. Goes back to Caicedo. He's got a chance to have a hit one now. His shot is blocked, though. And then the deflection goes high in the air and is volleyed away. Caicedo is back to win that ball again. Reece James retreating backwards, has to play it all the way back to Sanchez. He gives it back to Caicedo, who can come forward. There's no one in front of him until he gets to the halfway line. But he plays it out to the left-hand side. And Chelsea come down that left-hand side again. Gittins cutting inside, chips one into the box. It's well headed away by Ronaldo to the edge of the box. Out Hume and Talby. Brobby looks to go long to the right-hand side. Lafay, can he make the ball? Rigg it is, not Lafay. He's gone off. Rigg just couldn't keep it in. He'd made it to the ball, but he just couldn't keep it under control. Throw quickly taken. 6 minutes of added time. Still a chance for one of these teams to take this. It's there for the taking. Estevao now. Near side. 2 men on him. He goes down. And the free kick is given. Reece James now. He's put a few good crosses in today as Reece James. You would think he'd be favourite now. It's got to go in the box. 1 minute of the added time already gone. In it comes. It's another good cross. It's got to be attacked. It's flicked away. Edge of the box. It bounces and the referee has seen an offside. It's another great cross by Reece James there. Cucurella's offside there by a long way. Well, Cucurella was offside, but the ball went nowhere near him and nobody else was offside. It's a strange one, that. But it's been given anyway. Four minutes of added time left. Rolfs goes long. Isidore brings it down on his chest. Has he fouled? No, it goes over, but the referee says no. And Estevao is put down this right-hand side now. He can attack the 18-yard box, but there's three of them around him. And they block his path, take the ball off him, and it's played long for Isidore. He's in on goal now. Tosin. Some support here. Oh, Talby has rolled one into the far corner and Sunderland have pinched it. What a cool finish by Talby. Unbelievable. He just came running into the edge of the box. The ball was laid back to him and just with his right foot, he just rolled it into the far corner. So cool. What a finish. And what a win for Sunderland. Can you believe it? It's his first goal for the club. It's such a composed finish. I can't believe how composed that was. He just rolled it into the corner. And Sunderland have absolutely deserved it. They've been fantastic. What a team they are. First time I've seen them live, and I've been really impressed with them. It's Brobby who was there, not Isidore. He held the ball up and waited for ages and ages. Then he rolled the ball across the box to Talby. And he didn't try to hit the cover off it, just with the side of his foot, just rolled it into the back of the net. What a cool finish. Just looking at the Sunderland fans behind that goal, they loved it. They're going wild there. And with just 2 minutes to go, can Chelsea snatch an equaliser now? The cross is in. It's far too high, far too long. It goes over the bar. And Chelsea are paying the price for being pedestrian and uninventive. And they've been hit on the break. And Sunderland have deserved it. Because they haven't given this game up. They defended well. The midfield's battled for it. They've put themselves about up front. And the Chelsea fans are leaving with a minute and a half to go. The ball's high. Broby's looking for it. It's high in the air from Xhaka, but it's bouncing towards the Chelsea corner. Chalobah's going to let the ball go out. But they're deep inside their own half. They've got to go the length of the pitch to win this or to get a point in the last minute. Sunderland have the ball in the box with Broby again. Ball's poked out for a throw to Sunderland, but that's right next to the corner flag on the far side, the Sunderland right-hand side, and they're not going to take this in a hurry with 45 seconds to go, although the referee's saying, hurry up. It was Hume who's, I say, not actually jogging over there, was walking over there until the ref gave him the hurry up. Ball's thrown into, I think that was Broby again there, but he was in an offside position and the free kick's given to Chelsea. As you can imagine, it's taken quickly. Goes over the top of everybody and it rolls out for a throw to Sunderland over on the far side, level with their own penalty area, but again, not in any hurry to take it. Time is up. And it goes over the top of everybody. James back to Tosin. Newcastle have won that one 2-1. We're still going at Chelsea, but it's going to end up with 3 points to Sunderland. Reece James plays it into the middle. Out to Estevao on the right-hand side. Can he produce some sort of magic? Left-footed. He goes back to James. Played inside to James again. Can he put a cross in? He wants to, but he's let it run away from him. He tried to put a cross in, thought bad of it. The ball ran away from him. Back to James. Back down the line. Fernandez, can he put a cross in? No. Tackle goes in before he can get his cross in, and it's a corner to Chelsea. Is the time to take it? We're a minute over time already. Sanchez comes up for this one. Cross comes in now, near post, and it's a poor one, and it goes straight out. And then the referee blows the whistle, and Sunderland have pinched the 3 points. And you've got to say, they deserved it because Chelsea in that second half were poor. And the Sunderland phenomenon goes on. Fantastic start to the season for Sunderland. They're not going to get relegated if they keep playing like this. And they've beaten Chelsea, and I thought it would be a bit of a test for them to see how good they were, and they've come through it and deserved it fully. So there we have it. Newcastle win with a late goal. Sunderland win with a late goal. So both the north east sides have come through this. And the points are going back up to Toon area and Weir side. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching today. We've had great viewing figures. I really do appreciate all your support. Before you leave, if you're not a subscriber, just hit that subscribe button and that like. It does help the channel grow, as I've said many times today. But until tomorrow, I'm not sure what game we're doing yet. But if you hit that notification bell, you will be told when I've made my mind up which one it is. But until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you have a wonderful late evening.